Do you remember when we used to make music, Blake?
No.
Hello and welcome. Not anymore. Hello and welcome to the Prod.Cast, a podcast where we talk life, work, and occasionally music. My name is Switchblades for Kids, and the other half of the podcast.
It's me. It's Yeehaw.
Yeehaw! Howdy, partner.
Howdy to all of our American listeners, specifically Texas. All you Texans out there.
So many Texans. Actually, you know what? I'll say this.
It looks to be almost as many Texans as Australians. Is what it looks like, I think.
Right?
I think. If I'm looking at the... Maybe I'm wrong there, but still, it's a lot of you.
It's a lot of American, a lot of Texas. Texas is winning, and I'll tell you this, you know, just for a little bit of competition, because I know Texas hates California. Okay. California is second to Texas at the moment, just in our rankings. So if you're a Texan living in Texas and you're like, fuck, I hate California because Californians are retarded. Yeah, that's your opinion. That's your view.
Wait, yeah. That's your opinion.
But yeah, that's fine, and you should beat them to death with the downloads. Take them out. Actually, you know what? This is a really good segue into saying just before we even get started with the show, if you're from America and you're like, oh man, I really want to fucking like chat to these guys or just have like a message to them. Do you know what a really good way to do that is, Blake? To get a message to us?
I wouldn't know.
I'll tell you exactly now.
I don't have a brain.
We have a voicemail system. Where you call up, it rings for 1 second. Don't be scared. We're not picking up. It goes straight to voicemail, and then you leave your message. And the thing is you need to know the number. The number +61 7 5641 1080. All right, you call that number. It rings for a second, literally a second, because that's the lowest I could fucking do it. Are you all right?
Got it.
That's the number. +61 7 5641 1080, and you can leave us a message, a meme, a suggestion for the album of the week, or just a question. A question is just as good. But if you're, I swear to God, I really do want to hear like a thick Texas accent. I don't care from anyone. From anyone.
Yes.
And that'll just, I'll bar up. But yeah. I'll tell you this. With America being 23% of our listeners, that's a quarter of all of our listeners are American. I fucking absolutely dig that. It's so strange because like we're a 3-year-old podcast that we're almost 3 years old. Yeah. And goo goo gaga, beep beep blah blah, we're little babies. Beep boopy, oh mama boom boom.
Molly.
Mama. Give bottle. But yeah, it'd be really cool if we get like a couple of messages from you guys. That would be absolutely sick. I find it cool. So fascinating that what I was saying was that we're a 3-year young podcast based in Australia, in a small part of Australia, like in Queensland, like in this tiny little niche area, and we're reaching so far. It's such a cool thing,
cool, right?
It's so fucking cool, and seeing our growth. Like, this is the thing. We're talking about just us. This is me and you talking. We're not talking to the listeners right now. No. Seeing this podcast grow and seeing like our stats, like and shit like that. Yeah. We are growing organically. It's cool. At a rate. We're growing, I reckon, at a rate that it will exponentially go up.
Yeah. At some point organically you would plateau, surely. Everyone's plateau area is different. Some people reach billions. Some people reach billions.
A couple hundred.
Very small few.
But the way this is moving, I feel like there's definitely room for aggressive expansion, to quote the Joker. Wow. Do you remember that part where he's like, you're a small enterprise, man. It's an aggressive expansion. It's super cool. Let's start the show. Blake, how are you?
Dude, how are we
What's
going?
going on? Bro,
it's cracking.
It is. We're cracking straight into it.
I'm cracking. No,
We're cracking.
I'm going pretty good. Today was cruisy at work.
Yeah.
My boss is on holiday. So, not that I did anything different, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
My day wasn't any different than any other Monday, but for some reason, just felt much cruisier. I don't know what it is. It's just like boss is on holiday. Let's just relax. We could just relax a little.
Take a little seat and just chill out.
Yeah, and so I just chilled at work. Went home a little early. Not gonna lie.
As you should. If the boss is not there.
Yeah, look, it's the first day.
The thing is,
so
your work is like you need people to come in, sort of thing, and even then you can still do a lot of the stuff at home anyway. So
I can do almost all of it. Honestly, I can do almost everything at home.
It's not like you're just going, no one's here, I'm just gonna leave. Sometimes it is definitely like that, and I've done that where it's just like, oh, no one's here. No one said I couldn't go, and then I just leave. But like, you're still doing work. You still got work on, and you're still doing it, which is really, I think, for a job like
pretty
yours, so fucking good, man.
Pretty good, man. Yeah.
I've taken these last 2 weeks for granted, man. 2 weeks at home, just working at home on this course, and then like today was the first day, and I was just like. I told like the whole section, I was like, oh man, I want to be back home. I do not want to be fucking here doing this gay shit right now, man. And all of them are like, God, yes, dude, God, yeah, I do not want to fucking be, dude.
Right? Doesn't it suck having to drive like an hour and a half to go to work? To go somewhere you don't actually want to be?
Remember when I was talking to you last night? And I was like, I've just got to set my alarm. And I was like, I've set it for 4:30. I've got
7 hours.
6 hours. Oh, 7 hours, yeah. And I'm just like...
And you were like, it was like early it was like 8 o'clock or something, like 9 o'clock. Yeah. You're like, we hadn't even started recording. It's like, I got to wake up in 7 hours, man.
and I was like, I haven't ironed my pants. I haven't fucking done anything. I was just like, oh man, I've got so much shit to do. Yeah, that was fun. This morning was fun because I got up and I was like, as soon as my alarm went off, I just was like, my eyes still closed, and I just ripped the covers off, and I was just like getting out of bed. Kim's like, what's happening? And I'm just like, automatically, like a robot, just got up, picked up my phone and water bottle, and just walked straight out. And I was like, I need to shave because I still have this beard, like 2-week growth. And I was just like, I need to shave. And the first thing I'm doing is like trying to drink as much water as possible and just shaving. And I'm like. Right, and then it was it was all downhill, man. We're in a lecture at like after lunch, and we're just sitting in this hall, and like I'm at the second last row at the back, and we're really high up, like they're the really steep lecture hall. Yeah, and I'm like second from the back, and I'm just like nodding hard, man. Yeah, like, and this dude. The dude that's doing the walkthrough, talk-through thing, he's walking all the way through shit. He walks right past me in front of me, and this guy next to me, I don't know, 99% of the people on this course, and there's 120 people. And this dude just goes, he just bangs me in the fucking leg, and I'm just like, I go, and the fact that this dude was walking past, and then he like turns and looks at me, and I'm just going, and he's like, "Oh, you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, yeah."
That's so funny.
And he just knew because he's walking around and he could just see people just like, fuck, man, like
struggling.
The like 10 kilo weights on the eyelids, it's such dry shit, man. It's terrible.
Yeah, it sounds lame as hell.
I will say this: I'm not going to say anything more about this course because it's my first day.
True.
And so far, it's average. Okay, it's just average.
That's
it's
fine.
Just
average is okay, I guess.
Yeah, because it's not bad. Hey. That means it's not bad.
It could be bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. the definition of not bad, average.
That's right. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's good.
It's not bad. That's very funny. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
So the reason, you remember at the start of the episode where I said, do we even make music anymore? Do you remember when I used to make music? Yeah. I was put into a predicament this weekend, and I've done this before. We've got a friend. Let's just call her Tess. Sure. All right. Her name's Tess. Her name's not actually Tess, but she has 3 kids, and so Jess came around and. And she brought her 3 kids, and they were really cool kids. I've known them since fucking the third one was born. So they're I've known them since they're quite fucking young, and they know me, and they knew that I fucking make music. And I did this, I think, not the last time that I did it, but the time before. They came in and they were like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just making some music." And they're like, "Could you make us a song? Like, could we be in a song?" And I was like,
cool.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I made a fucking song, but I was like, what do you want to sing about, or what should the song be? And they got little kid brains, tiny little squishy kid brains, and they're like, oh, we'll call it the peanut butter and jelly song. And like, they don't, I don't know why they said jelly, but like, I think they've been watching that peanut butter jelly time thing, and that was their song in the head. So we made a song about peanut butter and jelly. I used that fucking trap, not trap.
I love it, trap.
Future wave. I made future wave or future bounce.
Oh, nice.
And I made the song, and I was like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. I sent it to him. Like, I made it within like 2.5 hours. With their vocals, like got them to record and did all that shit.
Yeah.
And then sent it to them. It's now Jess's ringtone. That's her fucking ringtone. I was like, oh, I didn't think I did that good of a job. And she's like, I love this song. It's a cool song. I was like,
because it's got kids in it.
That's it. And
I get it.
So
I made a song with the kids. I put it on my SoundCloud. It's cool.
Yeah, that's right. And so on Sunday they came back, and they're like, oh yeah, what are you doing? Oh yeah, cool. And I was in the middle of doing my like coursework. And they're like, oh, can we make a song again? And I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, fuck,
and I was like,
this shit.
What are we gonna do? And I like immediately put down everything. I was like, fuck coursework, I'm done. And it's a Sunday afternoon, and I was like, Sunday lunchtime. And I like just shut it down, and I like open up FL, and I find like this new sample kit from Somatics. I download it, and I was like, let's listen to some of these. And this one that sounds like it should be hip hop, but I turned into a house beat.
Nice.
I want to play like a little bit of it here. Anyway, that's enough. We'll play a little bit there. But as you heard, it's as you will hear. It's just a house, like a minimal house type beat. But they were like, I was like, what do you want it to be about? And they're like, chicken. Something to do with chicken. And I was like, well, it's like that. It's like that. You know that house music that has to have the deep voice, like the down low, whatever. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, we'll write some lyrics and then we'll just it doesn't have to be much. It can just be 4 lines of fucking words. So the lyrics are this, Blake.
God came.
I like you, chicken. I love those eggs. Shake your feathers. Got chicken legs.
Oh, that's so good.
Right? And so I got him to do like heaps of takes of just like the one line, got the best take, and then got all 4 times through, and then for each of them, and then put it all together, fucking made this. I was actually happy with this one. I wasn't just like, oh, I just slapped this together. I like made this track, and I was like really happy with it.
Yeah, nice.
And I was like, this is the first time in months when I have like made a track, nearly a year that I've been like making music, and I was just like, just swinging it. And I was like, fuck, this is great. I should really continue doing this.
Yeah.
And
I've been playing heaps of guitar, dude. I've actually been writing music on the guitar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way back in. Is you're just like, oh, just put some licks on the guitar, put it in FL, and just make a beat out of it, or make whatever out of it. Really.
Yeah. I've got this really nice sort of thing. I should record that and we can put it in here at some point, maybe.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna leave an empty spot for it because I might not record it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then we'd go like this, and then it'd just be me like, yeah. So I didn't remember to record it. And,
oops.
This is the file I sent to Zakk. It's the audio file of me telling you it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so, I love that.
But yeah, no, I've been playing guitar heaps more. I go in the backyard, dude. I fucking love the afternoons right now. Bro, I just sit in the backyard, I fucking play my guitar, I sing some songs. The kids sometimes play, sometimes they don't. But I just chill, watch the sun go down on the trees. It's good, man.
It'd be so peaceful.
Good, yes. It's so simple and peaceful.
That's nice.
I love it, dude. Just watch the sun fade on the trees, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do it every afternoon I can. I'm not even shitting you. I go water the garden. I sit in the backyard, and Lucy actually chills now. She'll just sit down next to me.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go.
She's not trying to bite and rip the guitar in half.
Yeah. She's
that's great.
Yeah, she's been
that's
sick.
So nice.
She's chill as fuck now. So.
Oh, yes, big win. Speaking of peaceful things, I'm so glad you brought up chilling out on the weekends and shit like that. I woke up, I think it was last Saturday, and it was obviously the weekend that we were supposed to record, and we just didn't. We'll just leave it for the next one.
Yeah.
I woke up on that Saturday morning. It was I think I was I went to bed shitty on Friday night, and I woke up on Saturday morning fairly early for me on a weekend. I'll usually try and sleep in until 8 o'clock, and I got up at 6 and fucking just did the same thing, rip open the covers, fucking be an absolute pain in the ass. The kids are still awake, but Kim's only been awake maybe for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm getting up. And then I just go into the fucking kitchen, and I'm like, Kim, we're going to go to BCF and we're going to buy camping gear, and me and the kids are going to camp out in the backyard tonight. And she's like, okay. And then so we went to BCF, bought sleeping bags and a tent, and the thing that I love, I thought was going to be shitty, but I love it the most now. We bought this little fire pit.
Yeah.
It's not a big one. It's maybe that. Bro, it's so nice.
One that is just big enough to hold maybe a decent sized log or two. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't hold logs. It I chop up branches and shit that.
But branches.
That's all it is.
But you could put one or two decent you know what I mean, or smaller logs in there. But
I don't know, it's pretty flimsy.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But it's pretty flimsy because it's a fold up, it all fits into this small sleeve bag thing.
Oh, no shit.
So it's pretty cool. It's because it's so easily transportable and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I've just got it set up. I've got it set up now in the backyard. But what's been happening now is since we've had that, I told the kids, okay, we need to go. I bought one of those big fucking blue beach cart things that you can chuck the kids in, just drag them around and shit. Oh, dude. Oh, absolute fucking game changer.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, guys, we're gonna go to the park and we're just gonna pick up a whole heap of sticks.
Yeah.
And we're gonna break them up and we're just gonna put them in the cart and then we're gonna go home.
Yeah.
Because we need wood to burn.
Yeah.
And we did exactly fucking that. And the kids loved it. They're chasing the cart and throwing sticks in. And I'm like, yes, this is great. This is excellent.
Yeah.
And I spent the whole fucking day. I had a saw in the garage, and I was just cutting wood for the rest of the afternoon. I found this stump. I found a fucking stump in my garden in the that big retaining wall I have. Yeah. There's this big fucking redwood stump in there.
Nice.
I got the axe out of the garage. It's a little hatchet. It's not a big axe or anything like that. I was just hacking the fuck out of this thing. It's indestructible, but I got some good chunks out of it, and I was like, this will be good to burn. This will be great. And dude, and I think it hasn't been every night. Maybe I think it was like the first 5 nights. It was like every night we're having a fire, and then we had like a break for like 2 days. Yeah. Then it was weekend again. It was like fire.
Yeah,
and, yeah. It's so nice because the kids are like, "Oh, Dad, can we have a fire tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure," because it's like a couple of sticks. We use a baby wipe as the ignition because it's I don't know what the fuck's in it.
Yeah,
we literally just pull it out. Just one of them, shove it in the middle, sticks, like little sticks, little shitty sticks, and then a couple of big ones, just light it up, and then it goes whoosh, and then it's on fire, and the kids are going, yeah, fire, and they love it, and they're like, oh, Dad, can I chuck this stick in there? Yeah, chuck a stick into the fire, son. You can do it. Oh, Dad, can I chuck a stick? Yeah, of course you can, Quinn. Just do it.
Yeah.
It's fire. And they know about it now. They know, like, don't touch it. Don't get near it.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
And the smoke kills Mavi. Oh. He'll be standing there. He'll be standing a little bit too close, and the wind will change, and it just whips in with smoke, and just goes, he just freaks out. He doesn't know what to do. And he goes, he spits it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's very funny, but I'm just like, oh yeah, dude, just like watch out for the smoke. And he's like, help me. Yeah. No, dude. Fucking. I didn't know. I didn't know how fucking like great a little fireplace is. And you know, I've got a small patio. You've seen my fucking backyard. I just got it up against the corner of a pillar.
Yeah.
And then we just have a whole stack of fucking wood because we collected so much fucking wood. Yeah. And we are struggling to burn through it all.
Yeah.
So we just have fires almost every night.
Yeah, nice.
It's so nice, dude. And I sit there. Just sit there and chill.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. You're a good dog when you fucking just... I put an RC car on his bed and now he has to sleep on my bag.
Oh, wow. That's
poor
very
dude.
rude.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I was like trying to get the RC car out of the way. As you can see, I've got fucking clothes everywhere because oh, dude.
It is what it is, man.
It's been a hell of a fucking weekend.
I have... under that is Christmas presents, so for the children. So speaking about Christmas, I was talking to Jackie. I'm gonna upgrade the PC to a laptop. I'm gonna buy a laptop.
Okay.
Because I have a 1060, right? It's shitty. I have like a Intel. I think it's like an i5 10600 or something. Like fucking Google whatever. Fucking words make no sense to some people, you know, shit. But it's like not that great. It's not a great PC. It's old and it needs replacement. And I looked at parts, and honestly, if I was just to buy a graphics card, that would still cost me a decent one. Still cost me like $700.
Yeah.
And a secondhand gaming laptop, like I've found a couple for like $800.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy a secondhand one, man.
I mean, is the problem the graphics card?
Not just the graphics card. It's just getting old. Plus, I'm going to have a laptop eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're going to be on the move.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get used to having a laptop now anyway.
Yeah. That's fair,
dude. I want to do work on it. And I tend to, like, I can do work in here, but sometimes I want to do work not in this hot fucking heat box.
Yeah, you could take your work into an aircon room.
Yeah, exactly. I could go into the kitchen and sit at the kitchen table and do work in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing as well.
That would be really nice. That's actually such a good idea. And especially if your main goal is to just use it for work.
Yeah, and it's then mainly work and then game a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yep.
I mean, because you're just going for a second-hand one. Yeah. You're not going for, like, brand new fucking top-of-the-line shit or
even second-hand ones have, like, 3050s, 3060 Ti's, like, some fucking decent graphics cards. And better CPUs. And, why wouldn't I? Like, I'm sick of this thing. It's enormous. I could just use it as a fucking tower.
Kim's laptop fucking shits all over my computer. I didn't realize it fucking was so much better. I was like, this thing's got like a 1660 Ti and a fucking i7 fucking gizmo. But like, her one is like lickety split fast.
Yeah.
And and I was like, oh, maybe I should like put a game on there and see how it goes. I didn't have to do that. I just used the benchmark fucking thingy.
Benchmark
the only thing that it doesn't beat me on is the CPU.
Yeah,
my CPU is way better than hers, but like it's still up there.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this is fucked. I bought like, I can't remember how much that fucking laptop was, and she just uses it for downloading PDFs and typing Word and maybe using Canva every now and then.
And doing PowerPoint presentations.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm happy for her.
Well, that's Jackie's laptop. She got a laptop to do her study and shit. And it was like, bro, it was I think it's like one of those notepads.
Yeah.
It's a touch screen that has a keyboard that attaches to it.
Oh, yeah. It's like a Surface.
It's like a tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she used that. And that thing, not going to lie, pretty garbage. So good on Jackie for using that thing.
Yeah.
And she did all of it with WordPad, not even with Word. Because it didn't have Word. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I was like, wait, you used
Are you kidding?
WordPad? She's like, yeah. I was like, you could have used Google Docs.
Yeah. At least you would have had like some formatting.
Yeah. So
WordPad
she
is
manually formatted
heresy.
everything. Like, she just made it look good in WordPad. I was like, that's rough. Yeah.
That's so much extra
Leaves
work.
a sour taste in your mouth, all right?
That's incredibly. That's a grainy sand-like fucking grit.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh.
It hurts to think. It's like licking sandpaper.
We do that.
Jackie
there are
did it.
so many better options.
She just did it. She was like, it's already on my computer, so I'm just going to use it. It's like, you are
That's like
insane.
saying, oh, yeah, do you want to play games? Like, oh, no, thanks. My computer already has games, and she's just playing fucking Spider Solitaire.
Yeah.
or Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Like, no, my computer has games.
My computer
Like,
comes with games. Why would
are
I
you
do
kidding?
anything else?
That's like, oh no, that's okay. I play games on my Nokia. Fucking, I'm playing Snake 2, and you wouldn't believe my high score.
Yeah.
Like, shit, dude, running WordPad.
Yep.
For any Texan out there that doesn't know what WordPad is, like, get a computer, because the Texans are the majority part of the American listener base.
Oh,
so,
sure.
so I'm addressing just the Texans because they're winning, and they must be the best because they're in the lead. So, for the rest of America, you gotta pump those numbers up.
Yeah.
If you're living in Nebraska and you're like, man, I fucking love Nebraskans.
I love Nebraska.
I love Nebraska. And you're like, man, I fucking need to pump these numbers up for the podcast because they're my favorite podcast. Fucking get the word out there, share it.
And we're also the only Australian podcast.
The only Australian podcast. And that's the reason why we're getting such good numbers in America, because they're like, what the fuck's happening in Australia?
Oh, because Australia, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know.
No one knows. No one knows. You're getting the hottest news from Australia.
Sure.
It's just these two dudes.
These two idiots.
Oh my god.
Oh man, dude, I get like mad imposter syndrome at work sometimes. I'm like, dude, I should not be here. I'm an idiot.
It's like, oh my god.
That's what happened at the school, man. Oh,
I'm in so over my head. Yeah.
So Zacharias, I've already told you this, but I went to a school and spoke to some grade 9s, right? Yep. And it was a religious-based school. And I went there and I was like, I'm not this religion. I'm not any religion. I shouldn't be here. Right?
Yeah.
This is not where I should not be guest speaking here either.
Yeah.
Right. Especially when I'm going with like other pastors and other religious people and that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I walked up on the teachers. I'm like, I don't think I should be talking here today. And they're like, oh, you're right. I was like, I don't know. And man, I bombed.
I love that you say that you bombed, but like they were just not paying attention.
Yeah, no, they weren't. But then I was like,
that's got to be worse.
Like literally, I was doing that. I was like,
It doesn't matter what I say because you guys aren't listening.
Yeah, I was just like...
You know what? There's probably like 2 or 3 kids in there that were like, oh man, I love this guy. This guy's talking exactly what I need to hear right now. And you're just like, yeah, man, you know. Wow, yeah. Oh, I love that.
Religion, eh?
Whoa, Harry Potter. You could have thrown anything out there, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it was very, very weird, but imposter syndrome, hugely. I was like, I got there and realized I was an idiot. You know what I mean?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Imposter syndromed my way into the building and then succumbed to the truth of, I'm just a big dumb idiot. I shouldn't have been there.
You could have been anyone. You could have been anyone.
I was a big dumb idiot.
And you chose... You could have been any imposter. You could have been fucking anyone. You know what's weird about imposter syndrome? You could be fucking anyone.
Yeah.
You don't have to be you because you're already playing an imposter.
Yeah, I know. I'm not me most of the time when I'm at work because I'm imposter workman. You know?
The amount of times we've actually said imposter, I might just put in a whole heap of Among Us fucking sounds. Like this whole fucking thing is just Among Us. Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, like fucking it's just weird shit, dude. It's some weird shit working in a job where you're like, I really shouldn't be here. I don't know how I even got that job. And I'm still learning what this job is about. It's been 12 months.
Well, I remember you saying that like you were only just getting let in on more stuff that you were already supposed to be doing but was getting taken care of by someone else. And you're like, oh yeah, okay, I can do the residential stuff, and you're just like,
this. Yeah, sure.
And you're like, oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not? The boss loves me anyway.
Yeah, I think that I love that. I think that's so fucking cool,
dude. But like oh god,
no, like the imposter syndrome still has me like, it's such a weird feeling because you're like, I'm here. I don't think I'm supposed to be here, but no one else knows that.
Yeah.
No one else knows it, you know, and you could just be like, oh, yeah, cool. I'm actually a secret agent. I'm a rocket scientist sort of shit, you know, and you could have told those kids fucking anything. You could have told those kids anything, man.
Literally, right.
Fuck, man. Hey, kids, this is how you make mustard gas. It's very easy.
Yeah.
And you don't have to make it here. You can make it at home. This is one simple trick.
I might try next year. I'll try next year.
Yeah, that's right. You'll get invited back.
It'll be a new class. I'll try next year. I'll try next year.
You never know.
I'll come back and I'll do it. I'll do it right.
Bro, that's another thing is like, I don't think you bombed.
No,
I don't think you bombed.
Look, I probably didn't. I feel like I bombed because I knew I could have done better. But that's just me being me right now. Like, I'm like, I could have done better. I could have done better.
I think it was like Chris Rock or fucking Jerry Seinfeld explaining like what it's like to actually bomb on stage. And he was like telling jokes and shit like that. And the crowd just like wasn't laughing. And he was just like, oh, maybe that joke, you know, didn't hit. And he's like, no, I'll go on for another joke, you know, sort of shit. You know, because you're a comedian, that's your fucking job. You got to tell jokes and hope people laugh, right?
Yeah.
And these people just like weren't laughing. And then he was looking into the crowd and these people were like having their own conversations with each other. It's like, oh my God, they're not even fucking paying attention. That's worse than like bombing is when they don't even know you're there.
Yeah.
That's horrid.
But to be fair, that was the entire time because most of those kids were there because they didn't want to do like maths or English.
Yeah.
So they were just sitting there looking at their laptop.
They had laptops?
Yeah.
Well, they had desks.
No. They weren't at desks. It was it was in a classroom though.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
That's so weird because I imagine every time you say like, oh yeah, I went to somewhere to talk.
Like a big hall?
I think the hall at Marsden, like our school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so you were standing up on stage and then there were people sitting on the concrete. There's no chairs at this point. They're just sitting on concrete.
Not at all, brother.
No, this is upper class fucking like...
Yeah,
if you're a religious school, you get money. You get private school money. Yeah. Shit. There you go. So they had chairs and laptops. Fuck them.
Yeah,
fucking kids.
Fuck them, right?
Probably watching YouTube
Richie
and fucking playing
kids.
Minecraft. God.
And I knew one of them. It was so funny. He came up after and he was like, "Oh, hey, you're married to Jackie, right?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, you're fucking like one of Jackie's mates' little younger brothers." I was just like, "I met you at the park." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "We were throwing the fucking plane around." He's like, "Yeah." I was just like, no shit. And I was like, I was just like talking to him for a bit, and then he fucks off, and I was just like, no wonder none of them were listening. It's like they're all like him. Like I'm like he's just this average fucking Aussie kid who doesn't give a fuck about school. I'm like that's like all of them, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
They just don't give a fuck.
Imagine talking to your like grade 9 self. Like, would you listen to you?
No, fuck no.
No, I wouldn't listen to anyone.
Listen to me.
No, I'm there to literally.
Not if I was a random. Not if I was a complete stranger.
Oh yeah.
A complete stranger going in to talk to you? No.
Nah.
Man, I was Steve Bashiri. I was like, hello, fellow kids. With my skateboard and my snapback.
Backwards hat, baby.
Yeah,
that's sick. Oh man.
And then, dude, get this. I went for lunch with the pastors after as well. Because you know what? If any time I get invited to lunch, I take it because I can write it off as working. Seriously, every single time. Anytime anyone's like, do you want to go to meet at a cafe? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Fucking oath. Because it's literally going and talking at a cafe and I get paid to do it. Instead of talking in my office. Like, let's just go talk more somewhere else where I get free food. Yeah. I'll have free food, thanks.
Yes, 110%. Palm me in a pot, please. Thank you.
Oh, man, we almost did too. We almost did. But one of them was like, oh, we'll go to the cafe. And it's like, yeah, right, it's a new cafe. Sure, we'll go there. And then we sat down. And then the other guy's like, could have went a pint, though. I was just like, a fucking pint too. It's like, I'm not going back to work. It's like, I'm done. Like, I'm not going back to work. We could have had a pint. I would have had 2.
Yep.
Honestly.
Goddamn.
But anyway.
And that would have been fucking closer to your house.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God.
I mean, not that like anywhere in town is that far from my house, but yeah.
Nah. It's so good. I want to live out where you are because it's such a like nice little country town sort of thing that it's close enough to civilization sort of stuff, like all of the amenities that you could ever need.
Yeah.
But it's so still like left alone.
Yeah.
And it seems like the whole town itself is just like it's like it's stuck under its own little dome.
It almost is,
like,
yeah.
It's a town lost to time.
Yeah. It's very cool. It is very cool. Because down the road is getting very busy.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Very busy.
Yeah. Well, I notice every time that I've gone through there, because it's usually on a weekend to come and see you, fucking they have like the muster happening, or they're doing like a fucking roundup and rape of the cows and fucking there's like so many fucking cows and horses and shit. Yeah, the auction. Yeah,
auction.
That's what it is. Yeah. So and it happens every time I'm there. I'm like, is this every fucking weekend? It's ridiculous.
Pretty often. Yeah, they do it pretty often.
Man,
it's
farmland selling that much cows.
It's just farmland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's all they got going, man. It's just fucking cows and horses.
Yeah, literally.
It's nuts.
It is nuts. I don't want to do farming like that. I don't want to do mass farming. I want to do like small farm. I want to have like my farm to feed my family. I reckon maybe a few more if people like were to live on the block as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I would have? Like, and I've got mates at work that have had them as well. Cows.
Yeah.
Like one or two, like maybe even 3 really, max, cows. And you just get them as calves and you hand feed them and you raise them and shit like that. And they turn into nice creatures. They're dumb. Yeah. They're dumb as all hell. but they're like nice to you, and you know they don't like fucking they don't see you as a threat, that you don't see them as a threat sort of thing, and they're just like, hey, have you got any more grass clippings for me to eat, and then I can provide you your whole family with milk. That's the trade. And you know it's weird, but it's so cool that like I've had
We are gonna do that. We're gonna get a fairy cow. We're gonna get. I want to get goats. I want to get chooks and ducks. Quail, maybe quail.
What's a quail?
It's a tiny bird.
Tiny chicken?
Yeah, tiny chicken. Basically, tiny chicken.
Can you eat them?
Yeah, people eat them all the time.
Quail.
Yeah.
I know I've heard it. I think I've bought quail eggs before.
Just small chicken.
Why?
You could eat an entire quail is an average serving of quail for an adult is one entire quail.
One quail for one person is one serving.
Yeah.
That's information I didn't need. Blake.
You've got it now, bro.
Why would you? But what's the point of having a quail or quails?
It's food.
Yeah, but so are chickens.
Yeah. I don't know. Quail probably tastes different. I've never had quail. I just know what it is. That's why I'm like iffy on having them because I've never eaten them.
That's fair.
So I don't even know if they're yummy.
I think
their eggs you can't really eat because they're too little. So it's like you only.
They're tiny.
Them.
Yeah.
You only eat them. You only eat quail. You breed them to eat them. That's like it. Like you need I think. Because someone did there's a guy who lives on the Sunshine Coast who Mark from Self-Sufficient Me on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
He did a thing of looking at how many quails he needs to feed himself if he was to have one quail a day. It's 18 quail, and I think it's 15 of them female or something.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous amount for him to be able to have one a day.
That means that chickens are more efficient.
Yeah. You just eat the chickens.
And better.
You know what? I just eat the eggs. I'm happy to go more plant-based just because it's easier. I'll still go to the butcher and fucking buy, bulk meat and shit.
Yeah.
But I'll go mainly plant-based with eggs. I fucking love eggs, dude. Eggs are my favorite protein source.
If I had a solid source of 6 eggs a day, from chickens, that's perfect. Because I would eat 6 eggs every day.
Easily. Yeah.
And that's me good.
And fucking potatoes.
Oh,
do homemade Rosties, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Shit, man, we're back to talking about food again.
Oh, dude, I love food. Eggs and hash browns, dude.
Speaking of food,
it is getting to that point.
Speaking of food, I love a Sunday roast.
Oh.
Which has nothing to do with Oliver Tree.
Oh. Trees.
Oliver Tree.
Zakk, this week.
No.
Or this fortnight.
This fortnight, indeed. What do we listen to?
We listen to Alone in a Crowd by Oliver Tree. Now, Zacharias, I listen to this a lot. I listen to it a lot.
Same. We had 2 weeks, man.
Yeah, and I actually listened to it a lot.
What are your thoughts?
It's really good.
I'm torn.
Really?
I've got 2.
There's a couple songs that are skipped.
Theories. Yeah.
I reckon this is a hit.
It's and that's one of them. Okay. It's a genuine hit. I've got things, but I want to hear what you have to say first before I delve into this.
I know what a lot of the songs sound like without listening to them. I know what most of the songs sound like in my head right now, looking at the song list without listening to them.
Oh yeah,
and they're really catchy and they're really good.
They're really catchy, right?
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Is that it?
I like it a lot, dude.
That's fair.
It's lit. It's really good.
It is a
Fair Weather Friends slaps, dude.
If it is a genuine album,
it does sound like it's made for a mobile phone, though. I've listened to it in my headphones and on my mobile phone in the bathroom, and it slaps more on my phone. Yeah,
I played it through my fucking YEEE Boom.
Yeah,
and I was like, it's better from a phone. I don't get it.
It's because the 808s. The 808s are all high end. There's no like low end 808. So when you listen to it with headphones, it feels like it's lacking. But when you listen to it on a phone, it slaps because you don't hear the bass anyway. So you know that the bass is meant to be there. So it just sounds like it's there. You know what I mean?
I think it's distorted enough, and it has that like resonant frequency that's higher. Yeah. And you can still hear the tones and shit like that, like the you know, it still comes through on certain phones, but it's all that distortion, and you can hear the waves with the distortion. So that's how it works.
I'm fairly certain that song was like mixed for a phone. Like I'm gonna call that. And then Smile is a really good song. I fucking love Smile. I fucking love this song.
That's
baby, I'm just smile. I'll be back. It's so good.
Let me hit
I
you
love
with
this album.
Let me
you tell me. You tell me your stuff because I love this album.
All right, I'm torn between this album because if it's the experimental side, I'm not crazy on it. But if this is genuine, like this man Oliver Tree has put genuine work and effort and actually has like a depth of meaning to these songs, then this is genuinely a good album. But listening to this so many times and then like sort of going, I also listen to the radio in between some of this, you know, just picking up the kids with Kim doing stuff. I listened to the album and I was like, this sounds like if Oliver Tree listened to the last 20 years of music and then made like 13 songs out of everything that has been collected. Like all of the top hits. Okay. And he's just gone, this is what will sell. You know what I mean? It seems like super mainstream, very friendly for now music that's not meant to be remembered sort of thing. There's a lot of songs though that are super catchy, and Oliver Tree's really good at that. There's all dating right fucking back to the start. Man, Oliver Tree makes catchy fucking songs all the fucking time. Even there's still songs from Cowboy Tears that was it Cowboys Don't Cry. Fucking heaps of those songs in there are really fucking cool.
Dude,
Fair Weather Friends.
We still listen
sounds cool.
to the like entire album. Like we drive around because the entire album is like it's just good.
It's that 90s acoustic grunge.
Like, it is.
Teenage
like
dirtbag vibes.
Punk type fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really good. Good album. This was just more hip hoppy.
It felt hip hoppy. Yeah, pop is I think is the main thing. So this is where it gets me torn because I don't know. You know how Oliver Tree has like characters that he loves to play. Like his literal first album was like, I need to make a character, and then fucking he has the bowl cut with the fucking those small sunnies and the you know the long pants and shit, and the weird jacket. The whole thing is a character, and he makes it so that he can fucking do what he does, and he has a super visual thing for his music.
This is his pop whatever version of himself.
That's what I'm sort of like building to, is the fact that like he's gone through all of these character iterations, especially with the cowboy thing, and now it's like this pop hero sort of stance. And it's either that, and that's the genuine side, is he's had like, this is his journey through his music, and he makes the characters so that he can express the feelings through his music.
I reckon it's the characters to influence the genre. Right, like,
but like he would have to have like some sort of like, oh, this is where I want to go next, sort of thing.
I mean, there's been multiple times where he said he's not making any more music, so who fucking knows, dude?
Yeah.
But I remember after his first like few songs came out, he's like, I'm not like making music anymore. I'm done. Yeah. I'm done with it. And then he got even more like just more popular and more popular and more popular. Then he started. I think he released. What's the fucking? It goes on and on and on and on.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Onion. Onion. But yeah, he released that song, and then it was like, oh, he's making music again. And then he released the Cowboys Don't Cry, or Cowboy Tears, whatever. And then it's good. I like it. I love all of Oliver Tree's, most of his stuff. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and so do I. I dig it because I started going back and I was like, here's this character, here's this character, here's this character, you know, and I was like, but the genre of music, like all of his fucking that first album where it was like the grungy, like lots of guitar, it was still hip hop and stuff like that, but it was like angry emo guitar sort of side, and there was still some other songs there that was like hip hoppy and shit like that. Cowboy Tears is like a whole fucking breakup album, but it's also like a fuck you to like music industry sort of shit.
Yeah.
This album is, if genuine, he's lost someone very important to him. If you listen to a lot of these lyrics,
I mean,
he's lost someone.
I mean, grief happens to everyone eventually. Like,
100%.
You know what I mean?
But like, I like started just listening to these lyrics, and I was like, it all either seems, if it's genuine, it's like he's lost someone, and that could be like in the form of fucking, it doesn't have to be death, but it could be just like it's a breakup. It's a fucking Taylor Swift sort of breakup story.
Who knows?
And all he's done is he's made some really super catchy fucking pop song. The experimental side that makes me think that he's running experiments. Every album is an experiment in its own like little time capsule for the time period that he's in.
Sure.
And the time period that fucking we're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's perfectly encapsulated what music sounds like now. And he's gone, this is it. And he's gone, boop. That's the album is a time capsule for what music sounds like right fucking now.
Sure.
And I think he's done that for different time periods. You listen to all of Cowboy Tears. Sounds like that fucking
like 90s, man.
90s fucking acoustic
90s
grunge
to
band.
Early 2000s, yeah.
It's yeah.
Well, maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's picking time periods to make, just like you said, just to make music in.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I really
make songs that sound like they were made right now. Make songs that sound like they were made in the 90s, and he's picking a genre and a time.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that's why I'm like, either it's, and it doesn't have to be, it's genuine or it's like an experiment, like it's disingenuous sort of music. It could just be that he is doing this because he genuinely loves fucking making music and he wants to experiment with it and do fucking exactly whatever he wants with it. This is his stage where he's
I like
at.
that idea. I think I said to you about making an album, like that's a two disc album or 2-disc EP, and the first half is hip hop and the second half is metal.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And like even to the point of doing like basically hip hop version of a song and a metal version of the same song.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and calling them both the same thing somehow while making it work. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Whatever the naming structure is.
Every song is like an ambigram or something like that.
Yeah,
like the words that fucking go backwards and forwards.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like whatever it is. But like, people do different things with music. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
All I know is I fucking vibe with it. It sounds real good, and I like all of the songs. Like all of them. I think the only one I don't really vibe with is I vibe with all of them, honestly. Every song. I like them all.
What do you reckon you rated out of 10, Blake?
Oh, it's 10 for sure. Easily.
This is a 10 for you?
Oh, 100%. All of these songs are in my playlist.
That's huge. Wow. Nice.
I fucking love this shit.
I love it. You're defending it so vehemently. It's like, don't you fucking talk shit about my album.
No, you talk shit about it. You talk as much shit as you need about it. Because
I'm not going to rate it that high.
That's okay.
And only because exactly. And we have differing views. That's what makes this podcast so damn good.
This is our fucking podcast.
This is our fucking podcast. And we'll do whatever the fuck we want.
Whatever the fuck we want.
That's a real Texas attitude. Yeah. I like that. So this is fucking, we'll do whatever the fuck we want. Freedom on our podcast. Yeah. Freedom forever. I'm gonna give this a 7.5. No, I'll give it an 8. because I genuinely do like listening to this album, but I'll catch myself at times going like, oh, this is like, I don't like this song because it sounds too mainstream. But at the same time, I go, well, that's just a dumb thought. All music sounds like a certain genre if it's played in that genre. So this is just a good song.
Because mainstream...
That's it. That's all it is.
Like, not notoriously, but like most of mainstream music is pop, right? Like, it's just what it is.
Yeah, hip-hop and pop, yeah.
Yeah, hip-hop and pop. Like, it just ends up being pop music because that's the most marketable type of music.
Pop is popular music.
Yeah, it's literally popular music. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I like it.
I like it. I just don't like it as much as you like it.
Me like it. It sounds good. Me like it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it's a really decent album. There's really good instrument selection. Like that acoustic guitar keeps making a comeback, and he's got that was a weird thing that I wanted to fucking mention as well. Did you notice the amount of times that he used a doubled vocal, but the second vocal was like really high?
Maybe not as much.
A lot of songs. A lot of songs. He's just like got that second voice, and it's a whole octave up.
Yeah.
And it's just a high that like follows his normal natural singing voice. Also, it sounds like he changed. He's like changing his voice when he sings. You listen to like old Oliver Tree, even literally the album before Oliver Tree. He sounds exactly the way Oliver Tree sounds, and then in this album he sounds like everyone else, but like still with his voice, if that makes sense. He makes like, he doesn't do that whole like, he has like real big mouth vowels where he makes those like, he has like that yelling sort of like baby crying sort of sounds when he sings sometimes.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But this time he was like really super reserved. He was really clear and really like punchy with his vocals.
Yeah.
And you know, it seems way cleaner. He like tightened up everything, and there was a little bit more auto-tune, I thought, that was like keeping his voice like wrangled up real nice and tight. And I didn't dislike it. Exactly.
It's the genre.
Yeah. It's this album, it's got me thinking so much more than like a lot of albums that we've listened to, because it's such a I don't know, Oliver Tree is definitely a master of his craft, because he knows what he's doing. He 100% knows what he's doing. He's a master of his craft at this level.
Yeah.
He knows his audience. He knows how to fucking make incredibly catchy music.
Yeah.
He's good at it. A master at it, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's going to stop. Every time he says he's going to stop, or if he's going to like start YouTube boxing, he won't stop.
I think I rated the last album 10 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I think we both did.
Yeah,
I think we both did. Man. Yeah,
love this shit.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what? So 10 out of 10 from you, 8 out of 10 from me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for fucking Oliver Tree is honestly big killer, man. Big killer.
Yeah. Zakk, what are we listening to next week?
I'll tell you exactly what we're listening to next. It's fresh off the press, Blake.
Yeah,
they've been dropping CDs. CDs nuts.
CDs nuts.
No, they literally just dropped their freshest EP on the 13th of October. It's Medusa. With their self-titled EP. It's just released, and you would have definitely heard all of the songs that's on the start of it, at least. All of them. Which is fine.
They're all very, very, very popular songs, but they're good. I like them.
Super popular songs, and yeah, I really like them as well. And I can't wait to listen to the entire EP.
It's got almost 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Yeah, dude. It's a 2-disc EP, and yeah, even though some of the songs are older, they've just sort of been repackaged and repurposed into this EP.
And you know what? That's fun.
Yeah.
It just makes it easier to listen to a bunch of good songs.
That's right. So it's going to be very good. I'm looking forward to this one. This one's going to be really good.
Nice.
Dude.
Very good. Very good. Very nice.
Yeah. I think
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'll play Tarkov.
yeah, I'll play a game of Tarkov. That's going to do it from here, from all of us here at the Prod.Cast. Guys, thank you so much for listening. You've been an incredible crowd. If you want to help support us, because that's all you guys have been doing, you've been doing it so good. We want you just to like, comment, leave a little comment, say something about this episode. If you've got like a little question that you want to ask, just leave it in a comment, or even better, voicemail us.
Voicemail.
Leave a like, subscribe, follow, and the other thing, the notification bell. That always helps, so you can keep up to date with all of our latest episodes, because we're releasing every week on a Thursday, unless we miss a week, like last week. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. It
happens. Look,
we don't miss.
For starters, this is our podcast. We do what the fuck we want. For seconds,
freedom.
Fuck you. All right. How dare you? We have lives.
Yeah. I just realized why. Like Texas loves us so much, because we're just like, oh yeah, fuck you. that's why.
Is that the Texans? Is that the reason why? Please
leave a comment.
Voicemail in with your beautiful Texan accent, and in before Lat's doing a Texan accent.
Big yeehaw right at the start. That's right. If you leave a voicemail, it will be played live. For both of us to hear, and it'll be in the episode, as long as it doesn't break terms of service sort of stuff, so that we don't get fucking.
If it does, we're just gonna
cancelled.
We will listen to it but it won't go live. Soz.
Yeah, that's right.
Soz.
But we'll probably still laugh at it.
Yeah, look, probably, but just don't be an idiot. If you want it to be heard, don't be an idiot. I'll mute the entire thing. We'll fucking mute the entire thing. Don't you fucking.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. This is our podcast.
It's our podcast.
Our podcast, man.
Our podcast. Well, I'll record a whole new episode without it.
Just pretend it didn't exist.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can check us out on YouTube, where you can watch this entire podcast again. You should. You can also check us out on Facebook, where we give live updates on all of our stuff. Same with TikTok and Instagram, where we're just a little less active. I would say
Instagram's not too bad at the moment. I'm getting there.
Yeah, it's just work. It's just fucking work. What's the other thing? We have that thing where we talk in an open Discord. You can jump. You can jump. You can jump straight into our Discord, chat with people fucking in there, and chat to us, and come in, say good day, play some games, fucking talk some shit. We're in there just about every night. Someone's always in there every night, especially in Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is plus 10 hours from Greenwich Mean Time. That's right.
Wow.
I'm a nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Other than that, we've already spoken about the voicemail thing, but if you were listening to this whole thing and you were like, man, I wish it would say that number again. I don't want to rewind. I don't want to miss anything. That number again for voicemails is +61 7 5641 1080.
I was looking at it. I'm looking at it.
Dial that into your phone. Wait 1 second while it rings for literally a fucking second, and then leave. Give it a sec, and then just leave a message. Leave something.
Don't start talking as soon as you ring. Give it a sec.
Hello. Just give it a second, and then leave us a comment, question, message, or a suggestion for the album of the week, because that's what we do. I think we've taken almost every suggestion for the album of the week, but besides, I think, an Avenged Sevenfold album from Andy. Which we need to get to eventually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Nickelback from Jackie.
Yeah, Nickelback. Also, Taylor Swift from Kim.
Jackie's also T Swift.
Yeah.
But, all right, that's, you know what? Are we done?
If you want to see more of Blake Bentley, make sure you check him out on all of his socials, so that you can keep up to date with his fitness journey and his gardening wizardry.
I thought we'd done this.
No, dude. No.
Oh, shit.
We're just I do it in blocks. So I do the podcast, and then I do you, then I do me, and then that's the final salutations. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works. I do it in blocks. I keep it all up here.
I've noticed this.
keep it all up here, man. If you want to see more Blake Bentley, because you do, check him out on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, where you can check him out and see his weight loss journey.
All my
and
stuff's going on.
Heaps of stuff, honestly.
Doing things, and there's gardening, and I occasionally put gym stuff up.
Yeah.
I've been a lot less because I've been spending a lot of time just existing in my backyard. Yeah. The sun. It's been nice.
Yeah. Not surviving anymore, just existing.
No,
it's nice.
Yeah, not surviving. I'm not in survival, only surviving. I'm in enjoying, like, just existing outside. It's nice.
Yeah. That's really good.
Anyway.
Make sure you check out his music as well on Spotify. In fact, everywhere you can catch music with his handle, Blake Bentley. Excuse me. It's hot stuff. Late night texting. It's a hot ass track. You can also check out his side project, Teddy B, which he keeps forgetting about.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it for a long time.
Make sure you check out his music on SoundCloud as well. If you want to see more of this face, my God, my eyes are so dry. You can check me out. My name's Switchblades for Kids. Find me on all one word. Thank you. I actually forgot to say it that time. Switchblades for Kids. All one word. Check me out on all of the socials. You can also check me out on Spotify to listen to some music. There's more than likely that song that I made on the weekend going to be playing at the end of this episode, so that you can hear that little snippet from in the middle of the episode to right in like 30 seconds from now. It'll be playing again, all of it. I think that's about it. Guys, thank you so much. You're the best audience that we have, because you're all that we have.
You are everything, people. I hope you're
everything. You're all we got.
You guys are everything. This is it. This is our everything.
Yeah.
I feel honored, truly.
Yeah.
Feel honored, because
100%. Because oh my God, I actually cannot believe some of the stats that we have at the moment. It's just ridiculous. I love it. Make sure you share this with someone that you love, so that you can, inflict the same harm.
Surely no one's listening at this point, right? Surely no one listens all the way to the end.
There's got to be someone.
Leave a voicemail. You know what? Leave a voicemail or message me directly if you're a friend or family. But if someone listens all the way to the end every time,
we got to have
please tell us.
Please tell us. Yeah, dude, imagine we just keep this going. We're just talking now. We're just talking.
Yeah.
But
this is actually my voice that I speak with at the tone and the volume.
I have this voice.
Gee, that's sweet as. I'll finally get out of my Aussie accent. Oh.
I have the same voice. Imagine, you know what? I reckon if we get anyone that we make a code word, a string of code words that make up a full sentence by after 20 episodes and shit like that, but no one puts it together as if you guys missed it, we had a code word thing. You could have won $100
but it's expired now. Unfortunately, no one found it.
Everyone missed.
Funny, dude. So we should do that. All right.
We should.
That ain't gonna happen. We're far too lazy. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Thursday.
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 See you next Thursday.
I was just calling them cunts. No, we'll see you next Thursday. Thursday. Yes, Thursday.
Thursday.
I just played with the mic for a bit there. That's my bad.
Oh, that's gonna sound horrible.
Yeah, I'm still recording.
shake your titties. I love your chicken. I love those titties. Shake your titties. The chicken legs. I love your chicken. I love those titties. Shake your titties. The chicken legs. I like your chicken. I love those titties. Shake your titties. The chicken legs. I like your chicken. I love those titties. Shake your titties. The chicken legs.